cigarchick.com. I'm here at IPCPR right now at Illusione with Dion Giolito. I gotta say, it's an honor to be here.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I'm glad we finally got to do it this year. I know it was pretty busy last year, but
You know, I'm glad to see you busy though. That's great. You have some great reasons to be busy and proud.
Thanks.
Fantastic line, beautiful cigars, interesting blends that you don't really see from.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you know, I really do blend my cigars, you know, for what I like to smoke. I mean, my cigars, I tell people, you know, cigar smoking is a hobby, not a habit. And, you know, if people pick up one of my cigars, I don't want them to smoke my cigar every single day, one after another. You know, I want it, you know, to be something that they put in their rotation. I'm a big fan of a lot of people's cigars out there. I'm smoking a Cuba Aliados Miami right now. You know, and when I go into stores, you know, I don't ask or hope that anybody buys all my cigars exclusively. I just, you know, hope they walk in, grab one of mine, you know, grab a Tatuai, grab a, you know, a Camacho, you know, something like that. Just keep it in the rotation because it's really, really good to have variety, and it really makes it more of a hobby instead of just like this ritual, you know, that used to be old guard days when, you know, all the guys had cigars in their mouth all the time, and you know, I smoke 18 cigars a day. You know, it's not like that. We don't have the time, and we don't have the places to do it anymore.
I'm really happy to hear you say that. Like, that's incredibly important.
Yeah.
Your cigars, they do. Every single one leaves a very strong impact on the palate.
Yeah.
Like for me, it's like a bottle of wine. You don't want the same bottle over and over again. You got different moods. You got different points of the tongue to touch.
Right.
So for someone who is new to Illusione, what do they need to know about your blends, your brands? Where's a good place to start?
It's Nicaraguan Puro. The tobacco I use is all Aganorsa tobacco, predominantly on everything. We get the top cut of the entire yield every year. What I like to classify them is medium in strength, full in flavor. There's so many cigars out there that are just nicotine bombs. You know, I don't like feeling sick after a cigar. I like to taste a cigar. I like to know that I'm smoking a cigar, but by the same time, I don't want to have to detox for the next hour and a half. You know, so it was my point to really make a cigar that was at a medium strength level, but full in flavor. It's a little more difficult to do, but when you do it, it's perfect.
I have to say, one cigar, and I can see in your pocket right now, I was excited about. I know people who are very familiar with you should be looking forward to. Lancero's a size that's one of my favorites. And to see the about Candela Can you tell me about the blend with
Well, you know, the Candela, it's a real unique wrapper in that it only takes about, from the time it comes off the plant to the time it's ready to use on a cigar, it only takes about 30-35 days. They don't ferment it in high temperatures. They keep it very cool. They keep a real nice level in there. And once all of the grassa comes off the leaf and they process it, essentially the way they process it in the cooler temperatures, it locks in the color, you know, the chlorophyll. It was a very popular cigar back in the 40s and 50s, the type of cigar. They used to call this wrapper the American Market Selection. And this is mostly what you would find. You would find clear Havana, which would be Havana tobacco, with a wrapper similar to this. You know, usually a little darker, a little more olive. But this was a very, very popular cigar back then. And it's a very unique taste, and it's very distinct and kind of an acquired taste, but they hold up to the blend.
Yeah, that's different, because the only time I've seen it is always been on a mild cigar.
Yeah.
Very curious to try.
Good.
And if you could talk about one last thing with your blend here with
Oh yeah, Jonathan Drew. It's my blend. We kind of did this little joint venture. Initially, I was in Hoyta, Nicaragua to do my Cruzado line. They took over distribution of Cruzado and said, you know, they can't make your cigar over there. We have a maxed out capacity, which was fine. It was a business decision. Jonathan invited me down and said, you know, if you want to make that cigar at Hoyta, Nicaragua again, come on down. He had just opened his factory. It was about 2 weeks. I said, well, you know, show me where your mindset is. You know, show me what tobaccos you get. So he showed me all these great tobaccos, you know, Brazil, Ecuador. He had some great stuff from, in particular from Nicaragua, from the Olivas, and I just started experimenting. I say, you know, I'm comfortable here. I like the way you guys roll cigars. I see where your head is at with the quality of tobacco that you're getting. I'd like to put a blend together here, and that's kind of how it came about.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And you have an incredible palate. Is there any advice or suggestions you can make to a new smoker who's trying to find their palate and kind of
smoke? Yeah, the biggest bit of advice I can give to anybody is, you know, normally Americans, they like these big, huge plumes of smoke and big cigars, you know. What I would suggest is to slow down the rate of your smoking. The slower you smoke it, you smoke your cigar, the cooler your cigar will be, and the flavor will just bloom. It'll really open up. I kind of say, you know, sip a good cigar like you would, you know, sip the smoke like you would like a really good wine, you know, like a really nice wine. You don't chug, you know, a $200 bottle of, you know, Joe Phelps Insignia or something like that. You just, you know, you want to take the time and enjoy it, and you know, sip the cigar, sip the smoke like you would a fine wine, and then all the flavors start to come out. You smoke it fast, the flavor gets hot, the flavors are constricted, and you'll only get predominant flavors of just this bitterness and this charriness, and very little of the complexity that will come out in any cigar.
Thank you so much
No problem.
for everything.
My pleasure.
Congratulations, Teresa.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
This is Teresa. I'll be speaking with you soon. Take care. Bye.